Okay. Very good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to discussing about generic class. In previous class, we already discussed about what is generic, how to create a generic object, and practically we are observe what are the advantages of generic. Uh, we are observing two examples, right? I think all of you understood previous concept, right? Yes. Okay. Good. All of you more concentrate on this particular don't lose your concentration. Yes. Today we are going to discussing about generic class. So a class that can what is a generic class? So means a class that can refer to any type is known as generic class. Already you know what is a class. Class is a collection of members and member variables and member functions. So generic class is also a same thing, a collection of variables and a member function, but it is a class can refer any type is known as generic, but is called generic class. Here we are using T type parameter to create the generic class of specific type. Uh, Now observe with the help of practical example or with generic class, right? The following is the generic class example. Yes, here all of you observe. See, class, the class name called mygen. Mygen is the class name, but this class type is, see, what is the definition? Class that can refer to any type is known as generic class. So means class that can refer to any type in the sense this class of type T. T means type of parameter, right? Means this class is of type what? T type. T is what type? Object type, right? So see, in this particular method, see here, this is a variable, this is a method. So if this is the add method, this add method, with help of this add method, we are adding this type of object to this particular class. Means T type of object to this particular class. This already you know, right? This refer the current class object and method level variable and class level variable are same. How to differ this keyword, right? This dot object in the sense this local method level variable this assigns to class level object. That is right. Right. Next, whenever we are extracting, whenever we are getting a value from the corresponding T class object, so means get method return type is T, this class type. What we retrieve, the class type objects we are retrieving. So that is return obj. I think all of you understood this particular concept, right? So try to understand what is generic class and generic class concept with example. See here I am not by hatting anything. You have to create your own class, not a problem. I am putting my gen. My gen is my class name, my generic class name. This is of type what? T. So in this class, I am mentioning one object and one method. And we are adding an object to the corresponding class. After adding one more method that is called get method, we are retrieving the data from the corresponding class, right? That is, yes. Yes, here see the T type indicates that it can refer to any type. T general, if you put string or integer or employee, whatever, depending on your application, the type you specify for the class, you will be used to store and retrieve the data, right? So, with help of generic class, we are storing the data and retrieving the data, right? So you see, that is generic class. Test generics 3 is an example. So test generic 3, see here what we have to do. Already I create a mygen class. In mygen, that is t type. T refer here an integer type. Now, so we are adding an integer value and retrieving the same data, m.get method. But here we are creating an integer object, integer generic class object. But whenever you are adding a string type, at the time of compilation, you are getting an error. Why? Because here we are creating an integer type, but you are adding string type. So that's why we are getting an error. Here no problem, successfully compiled. The output is 2. Now I will show this particular example with help of online compilers. Okay, after completion of next concept, then we will look into the corresponding examples. Okay, type parameters. T-type type parameters in the science. See, type parameters. The type parameters naming conventions are important to learn generics thoroughly. The commonly type parameters are as follows: T type, T refer type, E refer element, K refer key, N refer number, V refer value. These are the type of parameters in generic class. Means we have mainly 5 types of generic parameters, type of parameters. T type, E element, K for key, N for number, V for value. Next concept is generic method. Like a generic class, we can create a generic method that can accept any type of argument. In similar fashion, generic method is also like a generic class. That means we can create a generic method that can accept any type of argument. Let us see simple example of Java generic method to print an array elements. Whenever we are in this particular example, here we are using E type. E denote an element type, that is in test generics 4 class. Yes, now we are observing those two examples, test generics 3 and test generics 4. Those two are the one for generic class and one for generic method. So this is test generic 3. See, all of you observe, all of you observe. See, this is the definition of the generic class. This is the definition of the generic class. See, here we are class name followed by type. That is generic class. See, in this particular class we have a method, means variable name, and methods. See, the class level variable is of type what? Obj is a class level variable of type what? Class type, T type, right? And what type of values we are adding into this particular class? T type, T obj. So we are add method. And what type of values we are extracting? Get, means get method return type is T type. So that is the concept here. We are not by-hatting anything. Based on the concept only, we are creating this particular example. This is the definition of generic class. Based on this particular definition, this is the definition of a generic class. After defining the generic class, now we are giving one practical example. This is the example. See, what we have to do based on this particular definition. Now we are creating generic class object. So this particular generic class object EM consisting only what type of objects? Integer type of object. Means we are adding, what is T here? T is an integer. So what type of values we are adding into mygen? Only integer. If we are trying to add other than integer any type of variable, either string or whatever, we are getting compile time error. At the time of compilation, we are getting an error. So see here, I am commenting here. If you remove this comment line and try to compile this particular program, at the time of compilation, we are getting an error message. Why? Vivek is of type what? String type. But what type of objects here? See, at the time of object creation, what type of objects it collects? Only integer type. But here you are giving string type. That is incorrect. At the time of compilation, you are getting error. Comment and run it, you are getting output is 2. This is test generics 3. So move to online compiler and run it. This is test it and now. Yes. Now run it, compile and run it. You copy this program and paste it here. So this particular class doesn't know what is mygen, right? Compile and run it. Output is 2. Output is 2. Now you see, all of you observe, this is the definition. Previously you are not having, the compiler cannot understand what is mygen, right? So that's why we are adding this, right? After adding this and compile and run the application, you are getting final output is 2. Why? You are adding only 2 integer data to mygen class object. Yeah. But now you remove this comment line, but it is integer type, but here now you are try to add a string type, so that's why you are getting compile time error. Compile and run it. Yes, incompatible types. String cannot be converted to integer. Incompatible type error, right? I think all of you understood, right? Any question? No, right? Very good. This is one example. Next one is type of parameter, means generic method example. This is the generic method example. First of all, I will explain generic method example. Test generic 4. Yes. See, this is the another example. Test means generic method example. So this is print array elements. See, the return type of this method type is E type. E in the sense element type. E in the sense element type. Based on for each statement, we are printing the elements. This is the logic here. Here we are declaring, means we are initializing an integer array. Int array is an array name. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 5 elements in this particular array, integer array. This is a character array. Java T point. This is a character array. So first of all, we are interested to printing an integer array elements. For readability point of view, print integer array. Now we will call print array method. Print array method. This is a print array method. So what is the return type of this method? Element type. So if the element type is integer array, so it will return only these elements, integer elements. If you put an character array, this particular return means E is elements type, means character array elements. There is the concept here. I think all of you understood, right? Now I will compile the same program through online compilers. Now test it now. This is the same program. Yes, now all of you observe. Now compile and run it. See, print integer array 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Print character array Java T point. This is the output. I think all of you understood, right? Any questions?